The Johnski is a YouTube channel run by and run for people over the age of 13. People under the age of 13 should click off of this video right now, or watch with a parent or guardian. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't scare me!
Militus freaking Tanae Militiamen, my name is King Prime and welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars The Vintage Collection Gaming Greats, The Force Unleashed Stormtrooper Commander. So here we got some nice art of the Stormtrooper Commander, done up in nice blue paint. We have the awesome Force Unleashed trades here with Starkiller doing a cool pose here in the O. I'll always love that logo. We have blue backing to match the blue armor on the Stormtrooper. The counter trades down there. We have the other figures from Gaming Greats, which is the Heavy Assault Stormtrooper from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which was my previous review, and of course this one, as well as Legal Jargon, which everyone cares about. And that's it for the packaging. These are all the same, as I said in every review. You only care about them if you care about the packaging, of which I don't. Freeze frame.
Hoping to find a glimpse of a...
Freeze frame unfreeze, and here is the Stormtrooper Commander in all of his glory. He looks absolutely fantastic. Let me strip him of his guns real quick and take a quick look at the body of the figure itself. We have the nice deep blue 501st colored paint. This is the one I based my Stormtrooper OC off of, as well as my Clone Wars Season 7 Captain Rex has this very similar, actually almost exactly the same blue paint on his armor. This is my preferred color of 501st blue, or at least my preferred shade, because there are two shades. There is the shade from live action, which is much more diluted or dingy. This is much purer, or just comes across better. All kinds of nice blue detailing on down his leg right here. So the dual stripes, which is a common trope of the 501st. All the phase troops have two pinstripes going down their legs. This guy just has it going across his thighs and his feet. And also his chest armor, which looks awesome. He has the single line going down his face. The design of this figure does look like someone just Sharpied on it and made it like their clone OC. But I really do love this design. I also love The Force Unleashed. It is an excellent game. Some nice white damage chipping to show this guy's been through combat, and that's about it. The detail just continues on to the back and down his chest armor, which continues around his abs. That's it, basic design and detail. I really do like the look of this figure. Functionally, though, this is exactly the same as my previous review, the Heavy Assault Stormtrooper, and also the Star Wars, the ever so elusive Star Wars Vintage Collection Walmart exclusive A New Hope Stormtrooper. Which no one can ever fucking find. But this figure operates exactly the same. It's the same sculpt. Taking a look at the articulation real quick, we have a nice dumbbell joint at the head. You can see the barbell inside of the helmet right there. So you can get him to do some he inces really well. You have a nice upward range of motion at the shoulder hinge, which has a cutout in the armor, so that the shoulder armor can go inside and rest there flush. Of course, it can rotate all the way around. You have a pretty good elbow bend there at the, well, go figure, the elbow, as well as a in and out joint at this hand and an up and down joint at this hand. On this figure, unlike the last review, my Heavy Assault Stormtrooper, the hands on this figure give me no problem, because the gun is, both the guns included, the E11 and the pulse cannon without the scope, do not require a two-handed grip. They can be held like pistols, or they can be held just with the front hand under either the barrel or the mag well would have been on this real world weapon, or around the barrel shroud on the E11. So that's very nice. Continuing though, without the tangent, we have a nice ab crunch here, so he can get his reps in, nothing at the waist. You have the Stormtrooper double hinge at the hips, which means, and mind the angle here, that you have to rotate the hips all the way up and around and down at the knee to actually get a nice knee bend, which is unfortunate, but you know what? I'm sure we'll eventually get a ball-jointed hip Stormtrooper that we can have good articulation with. Get a, of course, I've just shown it, bend at the knee. This, for whatever reason, on this copy of this figure, the knee bend is actually not that great, but it's fine. As well as a single hinge at the foot and a ankle pivot, which is always fun. So that's the articulation for that figure. I think the articulation does better on these like non-specialist roles, on like the heavy assault Stormtrooper had a specialist role to hold that Z6 rotary cannon, which did not work. It works well with this figure because this guy is just glorified infantry with a fancy coat of paint. So let me get a quick freeze frame in and we'll do a size comparison real quick. So freeze frame.
That is SoCap, Junior. I just pulled your IP. I've got it right now.
No, you don't. Huh. Say it.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where you're from.
That's not. Hey!
Oh, I just pulled your IP. 308 Negra Aurora Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's you, isn't it?
No.
I'm on Google Earth right now. I see a pizza on your roof.
That's my grandma's house. Nice try.
No, what? So you're playing at your grandmother's house? You're a loser. Don't even joke to me. You're a loser.
Freeze frame unfreeze. And for comparison, we're going to bring in, just like in the last video, we're going to bring in two other figures. The Vintage Collection Miggs Mayfeld on Morak, the disguised Miggs. He's going to stand right there. And the Heavy Assault Stormtrooper, who is the bane of my existence, does not want to stand, per the usual. Fuck that guy. So we're just going to roll with two figures now for this fast comparison. They look good together. They're going to look even better on my Imperial shelf. I'm glad I have it. Freeze frame.
Sing with now, sing for the year, sing for the land, and sing for the tear. Sing with now.
Freeze frame unfreeze. Now here is a excellent figure indeed. All the problems I had with the last figure, which was of the same sculpt, are now gone miraculously with this figure. What a difference a non-shitty weapon and a good amount of posing can do to a guy like this. I will gladly display this figure on my shelf and have fond memories whenever I look at it of the times slicing these guys open in Force Unleashed, which I did quite often. An embarrassing amount, actually. I did it a lot. But we don't have to talk about that. What we do have to talk about is if you enjoyed this review, or you like the 501st, or the Stormtrooper Commander, or the Force Unleashed, or the Empire, or anything related to this figure, make sure you share this video with all your Facebook groups, with all your friends, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And as always, my friends, peace.
Oh!